Okay, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today on this webinar. And the title of today's presentation is Automated Crypto, the leads generation platform, um, smart contracts, financial freedom. So a lot of you would have already have been to the presentation that we've had over the last couple of days in terms of the platform that we're on, the Forsage, the Tron cryptocurrency, and the crowdfunding aspect of it. So what we wanted to go through today was to show you an automated tool that we're working with, and this is a tool that we are giving to all of our downlines, and this tool will effectively enable you to grow and build your business pretty aggressively, and also for any of your own downline when they join for the same to happen for them also. So it's a very powerful tool. So we'll start off by going through some of the main challenges that that we get in terms of when it comes to any sort of building of networks. So these are the common challenges that we get. So the first one is your hot leads have been exhausted. So when we say hot leads, what we mean is, obviously with this program, one of the ways on building your wealth will be by bringing say colleagues, family members on board. But I suppose the big question is, well, once you've spoken to your family members, once you've spoken to your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your friends, your family, your work colleagues, then what happens after that? Well, two ways to answer that question. The first thing is, the beauty about this particular platform is you don't actually need that many people to be able to be very successful. In fact, if you look at some of the top earners, they in fact have only referred 3, 4, 5 people. But the main thing that's happened there is what's happened underneath them. So when you bring people on board, it's then working with the team that you have to ensure that those underneath you are doing the same, those underneath them are doing the same, and that carries on. If you're able to do that, then effectively you'll be, the team leader as such, and your network underneath you will explode. Obviously, if you can bring on more than 3 people, then that's even better, because it means that your earning potential will be even more if that is the case. But assuming you had spoken to all the people that you knew and the people that potentially could be interested in a program like this, and there was, say, nobody else to speak to, that's sort of where we come into play and help you really facilitate that process for you going forward. Sorry about that. My screen. Start that again. Okay, so the next bit there is limited reach in terms of your leads. Again, if you have already exhausted your hot leads and you wanted to, say you were in a particular country and you maybe thought that this could be something that would be beneficial to people in a certain region, but you just couldn't reach out to them, then what do you do then? So again, that's where we come in. That also covers approaching prospects. This is your own business effectively. So if it's your own business, you treat it like your business. And what you would do is, identify the kind of people that you feel and believe will be interested in something like this. It could be by profession, it could be by industry sector, it could be by country, region, similar interest. But again, how do you get to these people once you've exhausted those in your immediate circle? And again, a lot of the things that people say to us is they don't have the confidence to sell the platform. They're not confident in actually selling Forsage and what it does, because they don't fully understand how smart contracts work. They don't understand how it works. A lot of you, like I say, are on this because you're either team members or you've been to a presentation, and you're here because you want to learn more. So if the confidence in terms of selling the platform, you don't actually need to know that much at the start. Obviously, as the longer you get in, then yes, we will advise you to watch a lot of YouTube videos, speak to the likes of myself and my colleagues, so we can give you as much information as possible. But in terms of selling the platform, the main thing you really need to do is use the tool that we're going to give you to invite your prospects to come to the webinars. And if they come to the webinars, the webinar will do all of the selling for you. And that's the main thing. And you might get to a stage where you start running your own webinars, but if you try to explain this to different people, then you might get lost yourself, and you know, they might not come on board. So the best thing to do is let the tool do it for you and let the webinar do the selling for you. And I suppose the biggest objection we get is lack of time. You know, people always say, oh, you know, I really want to do this business, but I just don't have the time. It's remarkable how many people want to be successful, but they don't have the time to put into the project that's going to make them successful. But that's absolutely fine. And again, this tool is an automated tool. This tool will cover your time issue because it does things automatically for you. So if any of your reservations, or if any of the things that you feel are holding you back or would hold you back in terms of being very successful in a platform that has paid out over $300 million since February, with some people earning millions and a lot of people earning the tens and hundreds of thousands, if any of the reasons that is holding you back is one of these 5 or even more, then you're certainly in the right place. So what does our tool do, and what platform is our tool based on? So a second. So our tool, it's a lead generation tool. We're going to show you the solution after I've been through this slide, and it's based on LinkedIn. Why LinkedIn? Well, most of you would be on here because you were contacted on LinkedIn with the actual tool that I'm speaking to you about. LinkedIn itself has over 690 million people on the platform. That's roughly around 10% of the world's population. So you effectively have 10% of the world's population on LinkedIn alone at your fingertips based on the power of this tool. This tool will enable you to connect with any professional worldwide. It does not matter where they are in the world. You can reach them using our tool. You can set the tool in a way where it sends emails to your prospects, inviting them to the webinar. And again, once they've come to the webinar and they watch the webinar, then after that, you can then speak to them in terms of what their thoughts are and try and close them to join the team after the webinar. But at that point, things should be a lot easier for you because the tool's done the invitation for you. The tool's gone around the world to invite particular prospects for yourself, and they've come, they've watched the webinar, and at that point, they should have an understanding of what this platform is, the power of this platform and cryptocurrency. And at the same time, when you speak to them at that point, it should be a little bit easier for you. You know, people do this manually without the tools and are very successful just by speaking to the family and friends and making sure that the family and friends are doing that. If you do that as well as use this tool, then you will be super successful. The time challenge is totally eliminated because, like I said, this tool does everything for you. You can set this tool off, go and do your normal day job, go out with your friends, spend time with your family, and the automated lead generation is happening for you. This tool gives you the power to connect with up to 100 or 150 people and message as well on a daily basis. If you use that tool 5, 6 times a week, you're talking about 600, 700, 800 people that you can be connecting with automatically. It's an absolute groundbreaker. It's a fantastic tool. And like I said, automated messages sent out. Now, as you know, with this platform, the more your networking community grows, and it's not just your networking community, by the way, that's the power of this platform as well. You know, we are in a very, very powerful upline ourselves. So you will be benefiting from the likes of what I'm doing, what my colleagues are doing, what our upline are doing as well. They'll be helping fill out your matrix also. But the power of this is that if you wanted to take full control of your business, and in terms of your downline, we will also give this tool to those that join underneath you also, and those that join underneath them, and so on. So you can imagine if you had a downline of however many people underneath you, and they were all using this tool to do exactly the same thing that you were doing. Again, the potential is pretty phenomenal. So it's pretty important to really visualize the power of this tool. All you need to do is click a button. That's it. You join the team, you click a button. Obviously, you speak to some people, but you click a button and everything is done for you. What our recommendation is that you work with around 3 to 5 personal niche accounts on LinkedIn. You might have an account already. If you don't, then we would advise that you set them up. On LinkedIn, you can have an account that's particular to maybe one on crypto, one on marketing, whatever it may be. But as long as they're in your name, or if they are, you might have, colleagues, family members that don't have a LinkedIn account, you might want to use one of those. But certainly make sure that if you are setting up niche accounts, they are in your name, your middle names, whatever, because every now and again, LinkedIn might ask you to verify your identity, because if they think you're using an automated tool, and which is not an issue, all you need to do is just verify your identity, as long as it's a name that's on your passport or driving license, and then you're free to carry on using the tool. It doesn't always happen, but we don't advise people to set up any accounts which are not in their names. But you could have 3 or 4 different disciplines of businesses that you're in. There's nothing wrong in that, and you might want to have a LinkedIn account which is particular for that particular line of business, which is absolutely fine, and there's nothing to stop you from doing that. So we would advise working on 3 to 5 accounts. Now, again, doing the numbers, this tool allows you to connect with 100, 150 and message that number of people on a daily basis. If you had that across 3 to 5 different accounts, you're talking 500, 750 people on a daily basis that this tool will connect out with for you, which is an upwards of 3,500, 4,000 people a week, 12,000 people a month. And we're talking about a business that you only need 3 people to be very successful. So hopefully, with this sort of explanation, it is very obvious and clear that when you come on board and when we give you the tools, that you will certainly be successful. This platform gives you the ability to be as successful as you want to be. It's all based on smart contracts. If you don't know about smart contracts, please Google what smart contracts are all about. It tells you all there, totally above board. It's like having your own personal lawyer that follows you around and verifies every transaction, and it's all posted on the internet, still anonymous. So it's based on smart contracts. It's based on cryptocurrency, which is the particular currency we're dealing with is Tron. It's quite cheap to buy now, but as you know, with Bitcoin, that started off very cheap. Now 1 Bitcoin is, I'm not sure, 10, 11,000 pounds or dollars. So it's a great opportunity here. There are a lot of people that this is changing their lives, and I will certainly advise that should you come on board, that you use this tool and change the life of yourself and your family. So what we're going to do now is actually show you the tool. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then I'm going to get my colleague who will actually show you the tool. So if you just hang on one moment. Okay, so my colleague George will be able to start sharing his screen now.
Yeah, so thanks for that. Thank you for that, Ahize. So I'll briefly run you through the application and the tool. So explained the ins and outs of how it works, but it's a pretty powerful piece of kit. It's a tool that you can really reach to anybody anywhere in the world, and you can work a lot more efficiently and quickly than a human, basically. So let me just show you from the installation all the way through to the actual use and the delivery of the tool. So we'll provide you with a link to the tool, which is this link here, which is in the Google Web Store. So we'll give you this link, just pop this in as a URL, and then you'll see the add to Chrome. So it's a I don't know if you're familiar with Chrome extensions, but we won't complicate things. But if we add this to our browser here, add extension, and then you'll see it's just added up here. So yeah, here we go. So if I then tick down here to open the UL app here, so it's the Unlimited Lead tool. We click on that, and it's now opened up here in the browser. So it sits on top of. Yeah, here we go. So it sits on top of LinkedIn basically. So I'm logged into LinkedIn here. This is my account. And then we have the lead generator here on top. So when you click to open, you'll see that it appears here. So first of all, we want to reach out to a certain audience. So we want to be connecting to people. So search and connect is the option there. And then we can do 1 to say 1,000 people. We can do a keyword search. So it could be anything. We could put in here cryptocurrency. We could do whatever. We could look for a certain sort of person. So we could be looking for directors of companies. We could be looking for managing directors. We could again open that search up to we wanted. And we go down the application here, and we can put locations. So we can do United Kingdom. We can do anywhere in the world that you wanted to target, really. So what we found is, we'll be going for people in the UK. We'll be going for people in Nigeria. We'll be going for people in India. Pretty much open. And this system, this platform applies to absolutely anybody. So I just run a quick search here. We can do, let's do Nigeria as well, and the United Kingdom. We've done search and connect. We've opened this up to 1 to 1,000 people. So this is going to do a search on top of LinkedIn for 1,000 people. We've done a title, so job title search of managing director. We have selected our location, so we're ready to search. So if we just make this search quick. So if we search here, this will interrogate LinkedIn and sit on top of LinkedIn, and it will bring back 1,000 people on LinkedIn just in a moment. Let me just try a slightly smaller search. It can take a bit of time when we do a big search. Let's do 1 to 300 people. We'll do the same search. We'll do managing director. And we'll do, again, Nigeria and the United Kingdom. Okay, we'll ping that. It should be a bit quicker, a smaller search. And here we go. So this one's now searched. So this is pulled back now from our search. This is pulled back 999 people. So if I click on these profiles, this is exactly how they appear in LinkedIn. So you'll see these people. These are UK candidates here: managing director, JP Morgan, senior managing director. So this will be the same search as if you actually did it in LinkedIn. If we go all the way down to the bottom, so this is just brought back people from the UK because there's so many people in this search. So if we just go back, I'll show you, we could just do, say, Nigeria, and we could shorten the search a bit to speed it up. So let's just go to 300. Again, this shouldn't take more than a moment now. Close that one down. Here we go. So here we go. Same again. MD is based in Nigeria, and then we can hit out to these people, but we can actually personalize the message as much as we want to. So you would have received a message from one of our associates or someone within our team that you would have thought was maybe a personalized message at the start, but it was actually this. So it's hi first name, which will grab the first name from the profile. So in this case, it will be hi Don or hi Remy. So we've copied and pasted that in there. And then whichever message that you wanted to do, you could just type away, and you could, hit them with a personalized message. So I'll give you some examples now in LinkedIn of our messages from earlier today. So there's a chap here called Sunday. So he was, we hit out a message here with his name. So hi Sunday, please WhatsApp this number. This is probably a very similar message to what you received in the last week or two. So he's come back saying thanks for the invite. He's given his number here for the WhatsApp for the webinar, just like you guys. We've reached out to him here. We've reminded him about the webinar. He said Thursday slot. He's joined the webinar, and we've also sent out our YouTube channel as well, which you guys might have seen. So that all happened today. And then we have another person here saying joining the webinar as, again, just a very standard message that we sent out, personalized. So hi name. Again, we've got Franklin here. He's another person who's come back this afternoon at 5:51 p.m. So just 2 hours ago, booking in for the webinar for tomorrow. So this is how we've approached you guys, and this is how we would hope that you'd be approaching your audience. This is the tool we're using here is the same tool that we're going to be giving you. So our network has expanded and has exploded, and what we need to do is empower our people and our members to also have the same tools and empower them to be able to do exactly what we've done. So again, the flow here, here's his message. He's a CEO. I think this chap's based in Nigeria. Same message again, he wants to join, and so on. And that's bringing us, I think we were up to about 55 people on the webinar on yesterday. We've got about 60 booked in for tomorrow, and it's pretty much the same every week. So like I said, and we're using the same tool that we're offering out. So let's just run a quick search here, and I'll show you how it actually goes. So I'll just do a short demo. So if I take that message, we've got up here. So again, hi first name. That's going to grab. That's copied and pasted from here. So make sure you copy and paste this exact. If not, it looks pretty terrible, because if we miss, say, this percentage out, it will go through as hi first name. So that would fail. That will merge the first name. So here we go. Please WhatsApp to join our investment training. So that's all good. So if I set this off now, you'll start seeing it going up. We leave these settings exactly the same, but just for these purposes, because I want it to happen a bit quicker so you can see it happen. I'm going to shorten the messages to 5 seconds, but you never have to worry about this setting here. This is a preset, and it will remain the same, but I'm just changing this delay for the purpose of not having to wait around a long time for the message. So if I click on, so I've developed the message now. I've put the message in up here, and I'm ready to connect to these guys. These guys are out of my network. These are second and third connections. So I'm going to be connecting to them with a personal message. So you'll see it's going to go to 150 people maximum. We don't want to reach out to more than 150 people in 24 hours, because LinkedIn do not want you contacting more than 150 people a day. So we leave this at 150 at all times. Like I said, we leave these settings the same, and it will keep you safe on LinkedIn. So if I go down to the bottom now and I click on connect, you'll see the messages being, that's number one. Hi Don, please WhatsApp. There we go. That's one person connected. That's two people. So they're going every 5 seconds, but that's 3 people. But like I said, they will actually go every 30 seconds speed for them to go out with. But that, again, that's just these presets at the top that you would never change these. You just leave them out. That's 5, 6 messages we've reached out to now. And then if I terminate that process, 7 people. And then if we go back into LinkedIn, you'll see these messages have been sent. So if I network, and then I go to manage invitations, because these were sent out as invitations personalized messages and I go into sent, you will see these people that I've just messaged. So here we go. 5 seconds ago, you'll see. Here we go. So there we go. These are the messages that we've just sent out a moment ago. So 11 seconds ago on LinkedIn, we've addressed it. We've addressed that directly to them, personalized. Hi, Tony. We can do this 7 days a week. That's 700, well, 150 a day times 7. We're looking at
over 1,000. Yeah.
1,050 per week. Per month, we're looking at 4,200. Per year, we're looking at 50,000 people you're reaching out to. This program's good. If we didn't have this tool, it's hard work. You would have to reach out to people friends, family, which we encourage you to do that. But with this, your network can completely explode. You can reach out to anybody in the world, 50,000 people per year, which is just incredible, which takes it to another level, really, a level that other people on the platform wouldn't be able to do. I do genuinely believe this platform that we have here is a complete game changer. It returns 50, 60, 70 people per week on the webinar. You've probably been speaking to Ahize, and he's been converting those people. So that's pretty much that's me, and that's the app. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And back over to Ahize.
Well, thank you, George, very much for that. So yeah, that basically is the app. There is a chat box. If anybody does have any questions, you can raise your hands or type your questions in the chat box. But just to conclude what George has said there, the power of this tool is phenomenal. This tool costs a lot of money to develop, but this is something that we're going to be giving out at no cost for our team members, because we genuinely believe in this platform. We genuinely believe in the smart contracts, the Forsage program, and this is a platform that gives anybody that doesn't or isn't keen on sort of speaking to people or reaching out to people. This is your solution. Everything is there. It's sorted. It does things for you. Like we say, when you set this off, you can set this off in the morning before you go to work. By the time you come back, you've already reached out to however many hundreds of people. The numbers that George mentioned there about running 7 days a week, that's per account, by the way. And we would encourage you to have 3 to 5 accounts. So if you're able to connect with 1,000 people a week on one account, and you have 3 or 4 of those going, like I say, it's going to get pretty phenomenal. And all the guys who are those who have got into the $1 million club on the Forsage platform, they do have some form of automation. That's what they do. So this is a platform. This is a tool that we are giving to our team members. It's a very powerful tool. If there's any questions, please do type them in the chat box. If there isn't, then what I would say is...
sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. So we'll also, as part of the sign up, so I don't know if you guys have viewed our YouTube channel or not, but we basically have a YouTube channel. Here we go. Here's the address. So we can actually set you guys up with a YouTube channel as well. Ahize will go through the level that's required for this, but most of our kind of senior associates have this tool. So
okay.
After the part of the sell, we'll be offering this out. So we put all the webinars on here. We put the testimonials, we put the dashboard and things, so we can set you up with your personal YouTube channel. So say we click on this. This is one of our videos. We have a link directly to WhatsApp as well. So we had somebody who came through today who had somehow seen us on Facebook through a reposted video, and they followed this link to WhatsApp and continued to chat, and they reached Ahize that simply just from YouTube. So this is another platform that we're using, and we can get you set up on this with our videos and with our webinars that we do. We can repost them for you every week or two as they happen, which will be a great tool for being able to, again, make the sale a lot more straightforward and a lot more simple. So they've seen the information before you even have the conversation with them. They've seen the videos, they've seen the info.
Yeah, so we've got a question here from Dinesh. Dinesh asked, while sending a message, which schedule is there to refer to while sending the message? Is there a planned webinar schedule? So Dinesh, yes, there is. There's a webinar on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and we can get you the link out. That's no issue. And but I suppose when you're sending the message to people, you would maybe just tell them about a webinar on a Tuesday or Thursday. And then if they were interested at that point, you could then send them the actual login details for the webinar. So you would just tell them about the time of the webinar, and then when they're interested, you can then send them the actual login details. We don't really advise sending all of that out on LinkedIn. We just want to really get the people who are interested to come back to you. At that point, you will send the schedules. For now, there's a webinar on a Tuesday and Thursday, but we are going to we're soon going to be doing our own sort of webinar, a different type of webinar, and the schedules there would probably change also.
Yes, so for example, this is the webinar that happened yesterday that you guys might have seen. So we've posted this on the channel. We've also posted this on our senior associates as well. We've posted this on their on their channels for their sales tool as well. So we're open to to do that, to build, again, to empower the people within our team. We want to be the best team out there. We want to be the most successful team. So yeah, we want to do everything we can to help each other.
And you see, one of the videos has had I think over 6,000 views or so. So there's a lot of people who've started viewing these videos. Again, the reason we're giving this tool out is we want ambitious people. We want people who are really gonna challenge themselves and do things extraordinary and try and push themselves. If the tool was there for those who want to work hard and those that don't. So either way, the tool is there that will help you. Once you come on board, you have that tool that will really help you accelerate your business. If there's any other questions, please type them in. If there isn't, then do reach out to us on the WhatsApp number that you've been chatting to us on, and we'll be more than happy to. If you're not already part of the team, I can see some team members who are already here, so hi to all you guys. But if you're not part of the team, then please do reach out. We can get you signed up, and we'll hopefully lead you guys to some great things for the rest of 2020 and 2021. Well, thanks very much for your time, and hopefully I'll be speaking to you all soon.
Cool. Cheers, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.